Do you guys remember, especially here in Ohio, in the beginning of the pandemic, our governor estimated that the pandemic would be around for about 2 years. At that time, Donald Trump had started to do COVID relief, sending people, money and funds to help during the pandemic. The media upset with the way that he had been acting, his disrespect, the rudeness to other nationalities, and just the different things that he was doing. Asked him, was he going to receive funds, and he said yes. At that time, the media did not trust him. A lot of people did not trust him. They thought that he was giving out funds for strictly the benefit of his corporations. And it's once he said that he changed his mind, he's not going to receive those funds, then all of a sudden we had to reopen. It was a push to reopen. That's when all the protests started as it pertains to opening the Constitution, your rights, sovereign states, different things of that nature. That's when that started. The thing is, here we are going into year 3. Had we just stayed inside like we were supposed to, we would have been only in this thing for 2 years. And initially, I think that the reason why it felt so good, of course, is because we were cooped up. But the environment had changed so much drastically and I'll get to that part here in a second, that I believe when we first started to open up, everything seemed to be okay because of the prior actions that we took to calm things down. And I will say the CDC, Pfizer, Moderna, and other health professionals, they don't mean any harm. They have no idea what's going on either. This is new to everybody. And so that the advice and the suggestions they are giving, they're trying their best, but it's not working. It's not working. Why? Because everything happens for a reason. This pandemic was for the world to sit down for a while. Just sit down. If you remember, when the pandemic first happened and everybody sat down, there were reports of how clear the water was. There was no pollution. Crime was down drastically. There were so many environmental benefits to us being shut down that it helped. I believe that the environment just needs a break from everything that we have been doing. COVID is here to tell us something, and we need to understand what it's trying to tell us. We need to listen to what it's trying to tell us. We need to take heed to what it's trying to tell us, and we need to understand. We need to put some respect on COVID's name, period. Like, it's getting worse. Okay, so again, initially, it was supposed to last for 2 years. We're on year 3. There has been, we had the regular, I guess we would call it the regular COVID-19, then the Delta variant, now the Omicron. And I just heard today on the news that there's another variant that's been around for a month that mutates a lot quicker than any of the other variants. And so this is the thing. It's just going to keep happening. It's just going to keep happening. Let me tell you something. People talk about the economy. Oh, if we shut down again, the economy, this, the economy is that. The economy will be fine, okay? How do I know? Because we got through the Spanish flu. We got through the Great Depression. And the thing is, now we have so many advancements, especially in technology, that we can deal with it a lot better than we did back then. What we have to do is learn from the experience, learn from what we went through back then. You see, Wuhan, China, the place that supposedly this all started from, as far as I know, they haven't had to re-shut down. They shut down hard for 6 months. They kept their people inside. They didn't care about reopening the economy or any of that. They disinfected their streets, bus stops. You've seen the pictures and all of that. And I think that they stayed in their pandemic in the pandemic for about 6 months to a year, give or take. But as far as I know, and if I'm wrong, forgive me, but as far as I know, they haven't had any more cases or any serious cases of coronavirus that we have. And I believe that's because they sat down, they put some respect on COVID's name, and they sat down the way that they were supposed to. Additionally, there are benefits to respecting the virus. We are not in the 1900s anymore, right? So again, we have so many advancements in technologies that we may have to, take a hit, take a blow to the economy, but we can still make it work. Think about it. We pulled out skills and techniques and procedures that we had never done before. We learned how to work with internet, Wi-Fi. We learned how to attend events via social media, via Zoom, and different things of that nature. We learned that we had food delivery services that picked up. And again, the crime was down. We have to stop fighting against this virus, and we have to learn how to work with it. We have to come together as a society, period. No more fighting about masks, no more this. We wouldn't have to fight about masks if we stay inside. Nobody wants to stay inside. I don't want to stay inside, but how we're doing it, it's not working. It's prolonging it. It's stretching it out. We could have been done with it. It was estimated 2 years, but had we sat down like we were supposed to, and given the environment the break that it so desperately needs, then we wouldn't still be here. Now we're just prolonging it. It's just going on and on and on and on. People feel like it's going to be around forever. I'm wondering if they're trying to do herd immunity. It's not working. They're talking about people who has had the vaccine against people who doesn't. It's not working for anybody, okay? People are saying that people without the vaccination are dying. Everybody is dying from it. It's not working. And again, respect to the CDC, health professionals. They're trying their best, but they're not understanding what's going on. Nobody is. They're, and with more time and more research, if we could have focused on just the virus, stayed inside, we may be further along than what we are. But since there was a push to reopen, there was a push for a vaccine, there was a push for this, there's a push for that, now I feel like we're back at square one, and it's worked. So what we need to do is sit down, understand and respect the virus. It may cause us, some inconveniences in our personal lives, yes. But if we do it right, we do not have to experience what the folks during the 1918 Spanish flu experienced. We don't have to experience what the folks during the Great Depression experienced. We can do this the right way because, again, we are far more advanced, especially in technology, than they were back then. So let's learn from what we went through back then. Let's incorporate it with what we know now. And instead of fighting against COVID, let's work with it. Let's put some respect on COVID's name, and let's work with it so we can get out of this mess once and for all. It won't keep lingering. I want to say happy Tuesday to everyone. My name is LaShondra Tinsley. I've come up with some amazing ideas for pandemics such as this, pandemics and epidemics, and they're simple, common sense things. I don't understand why the government isn't doing it already, but maybe everybody's in a frantic. Nobody understands. This doesn't happen often, but know that this will 9 times out of 10 happen again, and we have to prepare. We have to always stay on our P's and Q's. And thank God for advancement, research, and different things of that nature. But we have to start doing better as a country. Did you see Russia and China are teaming up? That's a whole different story for another day. But we have to get on our stuff, America, because if we don't, we are going to be in some big trouble. My name is LaShondra Tinsley. I'm running for U.S. Senate to represent the state of Ohio in the 2022 election cycle. I hope to earn your votes and your support when the time comes. Bye-bye for now, and thanks for watching.